put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the morning show on Tobago Updates. I am Adana Compy, and this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. It is indeed a blessing to be in the land of the living on this Friday, the 9th of November, 2023. Yes, it is a beautiful day in the land of the living. We're happy that you're here with us right now on our morning show as we talk about things that surround Tobago, the activities and the things that are happening in and around our space. Yes, viewers, we thank you so much for always choosing the Tobago Updates television. Right, viewers, we are going to head on straight over into the news in 90 seconds that is sponsored by B-Mobile.
Thank you, Adana. I am Ariana Scipio, and here is your news in 90 seconds for Friday, 10th November 2023, sponsored by B-Mobile. Tobago won bronze at 2023 Wanderlust Readers Travel Awards for the Most Desirable Island, Rest of the World category. The prestigious award ceremony was held during the World Travel Market in London, England. The Tobago Tourism Agency Limited stated that the achievement reaffirms the island's status as a leading Caribbean destination. The island stood out with this award, surpassing last year's gold winner, Palawan. The gold award went to Cuba, and Taiwan received the silver. TTAL expressed its gratitude for this honor and plans to use it to further enhance Tobago's global reputation and tourism appeal. Minister of Public Utilities, Marvin Gonzalez, has revealed that the government is considering a proposed increase in electricity rates put forth by the Regulated Industries Commission. This decision follows a meeting between Gonzalez and TNTech chairman Romney Thomas. The RIC's proposal includes a price ceiling adjustment for electricity rates spanning 2023 to 2027, which would result in rate increases of 15 to 126%, depending on the customer type. This potential adjustment marks the first rate change in 17 years and is subject to government approval as TNTech is state-owned. Carnival 2023 in Trinidad and Tobago is estimated to have generated around $1 billion in indirect economic benefits, according to the Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee. The National Carnival Commission spent approximately $186 million on Carnival, with $15 million earned directly. The NCC's chairman, Winston Gypsy Peters, explained that much of the spending benefits various carnival interest groups and supports temporary employment. The NCC aims to develop new carnival products, enhance regional carnivals, and provide expertise for events like the Tobago Carnival, although it does not have a formal responsibility for the latter. And that concludes your news in 90 seconds, brought to you by B-Mobile.
Thank you, Ariana. And of course, good news there, where Tobago is in the top 3 of the Wanderlust Travel Magazine Award. And of course, congratulations to all the stakeholders and all the investors and all the persons who hold our tourism product to a high standard. So we want to say congratulations, of course, going out there. And it's a good feeling to know that we are, of course, in the top 3 again. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go straight on over into our birthday segment. Yes, it's our birthday shout out. And celebrating a belated birthday to Mr. Michael Baker. Yes, if you are from Tobago or have ever visited Tobago, you would know about him. The man, we call him the tongue crier, the man driving around with the loud music and the information about things happening in and around Tobago. Mr. Baker, we want to say happy belated birthday to you. We do hope that you enjoy the rest of the period where you celebrate your birthday. Happy birthday. Next, we have Alvin Douglas, known as Dougie. It is your birthday and we want to celebrate you today. We say happy birthday going out to you. We do wish you the very best birthday that you can possibly enjoy. God's blessings to you. and our very own Miss Brunch. It is Brunch. Yes, Janelle Winchester Moore. She is celebrating a birthday today, also known as J Soul. Yes, with that beautiful voice, that beautiful singing voice and poetic expressions. Happy birthday to you, Janelle. We love you, and we want to say a happy, happy birthday to you from all of us here at the Tobago Updates Television. Vanessa Boyce, it is your birthday today, and we want to send birthday shout outs to you. Vanessa Boyce, she's a live wire if you know her. Yes, involved in many different things and always bringing the life to the party. So we want to say happy birthday to you, Vanessa. Happy, happy birthday. And rounding up the birthdays, we have Garrett McKellar. He's the juice man, the punch man, the soil man. If you know Garrett, he's an entrepreneur and he's always looking for opportunities. I want to say happy birthday to you, Garrett. We do hope that you have a beautiful day today, that you enjoy your birthday and all the love that comes with celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yes, and that's our birthday shout out. And of course, to all of you who we have not received photos from, we still want to say happy birthday to you if you're celebrating a birthday today or over the weekend. You know, happy birthday to you. Do enjoy your celebrations. Do enjoy life. God has given us life for us to enjoy and make the best of it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a program ready for you this morning. We're going to be talking in studio to some of our guests. And of course, on our lineup this morning, we are speaking with Mr. Jerry McFarlane. Yes, and he is the host of Beneath the Surface, and this of course is series 2, so we're going to be talking a little bit about that, what you can look forward to, what to expect, and what this series is all about. We're also speaking with Steve Duncan, and he's the acting assistant superintendent of TTPS, and we're talking about, of course, we spoke yesterday to Dave Elliott about Memorial Day celebration, so we're going to be speaking about the traffic restrictions as it happens here on Sunday in Tobago, so we're going to have conversations where that is concerned, and of course bringing up the conversation at the end. It's Friday, so of course there is the sports segment. So Mr. Cricket, our sportsman, will be here later today, Marcus Daniel and also Kerry Porter, to take you through what is happening in the sporting arena around the Tobago. So that is what our show is looking like today. So ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. Of course, we want to say good morning to those of you who are on the live with us this morning. Of course, Alvin is looking at us. Alvin Douglas, of course, you know today's his birthday, so we want to say good morning to you. Avian Herrera, good morning. Brenda Campbell, good morning, good morning, good morning to all our viewers. Lisa James, we know you're out there listening and viewing. We want to say good morning to all our viewers, and we want to say thank you so much for always choosing the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. Right, viewers, we're going to go for a short break, and when we get back, we have conversations with our guests. But, of course, before we go to our break, we invite you at this time to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be back.
Mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adana Kumbi, and we have in studio our first guest, of course, Mr. Jerry McFarlane, well-known around the Tobago space, of course, having a voice and an opinion on matters that are very important to Tobago. And we're speaking about Beneath the Surface. This is Series 2, and we're going to talk a little bit about what this is about, what you can expect, what is happening, and what are some of the things we can look forward to happening. Good morning, Mr. McFarlane, and welcome to the morning show.
Morning. Nice and a privilege. It's an honor to have a session here with you. Really like how you conduct yourself on the program. Really enlightening, and I hope we'll have a wonderful program.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we're talking about Series 2, which means that there was a Series 1. So tell us, for those of us who are hearing about Beneath the Surface for the first time, what is the series about? What are we going to be talking about? What can we expect?
Well, I've been discussing this with the officials here, Anton Parks and others, for some time, and then we decided that we should come with Series 2. We did the first series, the first was done last year, after the first year of the THA being in office, the THA members. And this is the second year, the second year will end on the 6th of December. So we are interviewing all the members of the assembly, and we're trying to get the presiding officer as well. So all the chief secretary and all his team, and the PNM or the opposition, and the councillors as well. So that is, we're giving them an opportunity to talk personally about how this thing is affecting them, how it affects their family life. You know, it's a major sacrifice that these people are making, contributing, being servants of the people in a serious way. And we really hope that this will give the public an opportunity to see another side of them. You know, and not every time there's an issue or confrontation or some political thing, you see them on TV trying to explain or making some excuse or something like that. This is an opportunity for them, for us to see what these people really about, you know, their background, their family life, you know, how this thing affects them. And their kind of projections for the future, you know, some of the things that they experience, some of the challenges they may be experiencing in the respective divisions or wherever their responsibilities are, and how they can do better in order to serve the public. This is a very enlightening opportunity, and an opportunity for people to see the caliber of these people and the level of contribution and what they're thinking about and how they want to do better.
So it really is seen about the human elements of who they are, because, you know, we elect and nominate people for office to serve, and we kind of expect a robotic kind of automated type of service. So you bring in the human element of who these people are. We're talking about their daily lives, their interests, the things that drive them. So that's what we're pulling out. And I like that because, I mean, at the end of the day, we are all humans. We have blood running through our veins. We have emotions. We have expectations. We all get disappointed in our personal lives and our professional lives as well. And also, it is interesting. I'm hoping that we will speak about, you mentioned some of the challenges, but we also, will there be conversations in terms of measuring their deliverables, in terms of the period from which they entered office and to where they are at present, looking back at the things that they set out to do. Have they met their objectives thus far for this period? Is that going to be part of the conversation as well?
Oh, definitely. As I remember, my deceased good friend, Anselm London, he always used to say, what is not measured is not done. You know, so people have to adopt this this attitude of measuring or forecasting what you would like to do and how it will be done and how it will be measured. and for the benefit of the people. So this is the kind of thing that we really want to pull out from them and to let them understand and let the public understand that, as you rightly said, they are humans, they are servants of the people, and people have great expectations of them. You know, many people see the assemblymen and members of the assembly as somebody you have to go to for early morning work. That is the usual thing when you talk to them. That is the first thing that people want, the early morning work. They call it what? Sunshine or something, you know. But you have to look at your representative to do or try to do much more than that, and try to understand some of their constraints and their limitations. And it can't just appoint you or take you up and say, go and work here, go and work there, and so on. Another thing that people, I'm sure they will want to explain some of their limitations with respect to people's work ethic on the island. There's another thing that I would like to raise with them and to see how they're going to deal with it. Because we can't continue as an island on this little planet to be the best island we can. According to the Chief Secretary, I love the mantra very much, you know, the best little island on the planet. We can't be the best little island on the planet with this kind of work ethic that we have on this island. You know, so that has to change, and the politicians or the assemblymen have a role to play in getting their members or their followers or the people who they serve to understand that this work ethic have to change. People have to be more responsible. People have to take their work seriously. People have to be more accountable. And this way people want to just go to work and just do very little and go back home, spend a few minutes. Some people don't work at all. Literally don't work at all. I met people here, a lady the other day, she told me she's a ghost. You know, she at work and she don't go to work and she get paid. You know, how many of those persons are on the gangs also on this island? How many public service like that who go to work and do very little or nothing and still get paid?
So there must be some measure of monitoring and evaluating and assessments. Yeah,
there must be some serious level of accounting and measuring what people do and justify your day's work or your monthly salary. You know, that has to be done and had to be dealt with. So that is one of the biggest issues that I'll be raising with every single one of them.
And will you be making recommendations in terms of how do you correct or how do you bring some sort of resolution to some of the ills? Same thing you're talking about, not turning up to work on time, or, you know, you're measuring your output. Are you going to be making recommendations in terms of some of the things that we need to address? Let's talk about customer service. Let's talk about punctuality. Let's talk about, are we going to be talking about some of those things that we could implement, like off the bat, because these are easy things to implement. Training for staff, soft skills training, and all these types of things. Are those the conversations that we're going to have as well?
That definitely will be included. People, how they go about doing the thing. I was talking to a particular public servant recently, and she said there should be a workbook, you know, like for each office or each division. What are you going to achieve by what time? What resources are needed? You know, people need to have that as well. Supervisors need to really do their work in terms of supervising properly. And you have to measure. You just can't supervise and say, well, I saw them was here and I put them on the P sheet, or this person was here this morning. I remember, and I should say it publicly, I remember the present chief secretary and I and other people were having a discussion to digitize the assembly. And one of the persons who was supposed to be involved and pushing this project came to work and had to go and sell some pies somewhere around the market and that kind of thing, you know, and before he come to work and do sort of thing, you know, they're a public servant, you know, involved with this kind of thing.
But the thing is, there's nothing wrong with selling pies before you get to work, but make sure you do it before you get to work.
Sell your pies as you wish to sell your pies, but you can't sell the pies on government work or public or on the public work. The public servant, the taxpayer paying you to be here on the work and to do certain things or to achieve certain things by a certain time. You can't come on the work and you have to go and sell pies and so on and come in bouncing at 10 o'clock.
So we're talking about time. We're talking about time management here.
Yeah, there must be a serious thing about time management and report and account for your time. Time management, just to say what time you come and what time you leave. You have to account for the time that you spend in your job. I mean, how you justify coming to work and doing other things or leaving, coming to work late, and then you have to leave 11 o'clock before lunch and come back after 2, and you have to leave immediately to go and collect your child or something like that. We have to be much more responsible, man.
I mean, there are certain things that you could kind of implement to ensure that there's a smooth transition in the workspace? Because at the end of the day, you are right. People do have children. They do have a life outside of work. But it's all about how do we get this engine to work and to run smoothly so that I can do all the things that I'm expected to do as a human being, as a parent, as an employee, as a friend. Because, I mean, a person themselves is multidimensional and there are so many expectations of this person. So the conversation should be formed around how do we implement policies that works for the employer and the employee to ensure that the product at the end of the day, your performance that you deliver, what you are expected to deliver and what you are being paid to do on a monthly or weekly or daily basis. So that's how the conversation should go. But what I want to know, what I'm very interested to learn is how is this conversation going to be had? Is it going to be casual, relaxed? How are you see this conversation coming across? Because, I mean, you're talking about serious things here. You're talking about, well, you should do this and you should do that. So how are you going to deliver that type of conversation?
Well, it will be very measured, of course, and you have to be very careful how you deal with certain people. And most of the persons I know quite well, some I know personally, so it wouldn't be difficult to have that kind of discussions with them. But we have to handle it based on some of the things that they might be scared of, or may not want to talk to. You have to get them to be very forthright and so on, so we're looking forward to that and be very serious discussion, but at the same time, we want to look at the other side of their personality and their character. And we want the public to know these people are human beings. They have their challenges too, but they have a responsibility because they are paid by the taxpayers.
That's right. So what else can we look forward to from you, during this program, after what have you been doing? In closing, just let us know a little bit more about what we can expect from Jerry McFarlane.
I like to see that Jerry McFarlane is a businessman and, and doing a number of little things and so on. And the THA from time to time asks me to assist them with quite a few things. And that is what I've been doing. And one of the areas that, we'll be looking at is airlift on the island. And I got a feeling that, the Chief Secretary will make a serious announcement on that very soon. We're looking at doing a number of things. We have the situation with livestock on the island. That is a major project that I'm pursuing with the division. And a number of other areas, the environment need to be addressed, and I'm associated with the Book Reef Trust, and there are a number of serious initiatives and support that we're getting from people at the Dutch embassies and so on to do a number of things with the reef, restoring the reef and that sort of thing. And of course, the Plymouth Credit Union is another small project that we want to do and resuscitate. So there are a number of things that I'm involved in. I'm kept quite busy. And the administration seem to don't understand that sometimes. Because I do a number of...
So when does the series start?
The series starts on Tuesday coming, and of course it will commence with, I think, Megan Morrison, one of the first persons to be interviewed. And of course, we go to the assistant secretaries first, and then we deal with the secretaries, the opposition, the minority leader, and the councillors. And the final person will be the Chief Secretary. I think that'll be on the 6th of December.
Right, awesome. So viewers, there you have it. Of course, we're talking about Beneath the Surface. Series 2 is coming on stream from next Tuesday. That is the 14th of November, right here on Tobago Updates Television. So you guys should stay tuned to hear the conversations that are going to be had with the assemblymen and the councillors and all those who are currently in the THE administration. So we thank you so much, viewers, for staying with us, always choosing the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. We are going to go for a short break, and when we return, we continue conversations with our guests in studio. But in the meantime, while we go, we invite you to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be back.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Coastal. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
welcome to Standard, and today we're launching High. It's our newest brand that Standard is launching, and it's where luxury meets affordability. We're very proud of this brand. It's taken some time to get the right collection in place, and we're also going to continue to improve on our collection as time goes by and we listen to our customers more. We've changed our suppliers for this collection to European suppliers, so you're going to get that European finish. We've been very pleased by some of the results that we've been seeing in response to it in the market, and we're so glad to bring it to Tobago and show Tobago what Standard could, grow with them as well.
It's not just about looking good or having materials that are easily cleaned or sustainable materials, because the important thing about this particular collection is that it is quality. It is meant to last, and it lives up to the Standard name about never beating on quality and price. This furniture particularly, especially our outdoor line, which ranges from fiberglass, plastic types of outdoor stools, outdoor chairs, even the outdoor furniture, it is built to last.
That's the importance with High, right? It's not only looking good, it's going to feature things that make your life easier, and it's not too damaging on your pocket. That's important for us.
This furniture fits the lifestyle of Tobago, of the Tobago customer, of the Tobago guest. It is the perfect type of furniture for you.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place.
Welcome back, viewers, to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adana Kumbi, and of course we are in studio and we continue conversations with our guests. Now, yesterday we spoke with Mr. Dave Elliott as we spoke about the Memorial Day celebrations and the parade which takes place on Sunday. Today we are speaking with Karen Stewart Duncan, Acting Assistant Superintendent of the TTPS, and we're going to speak about a little bit about the restrictions for the traffic, because of course we are having a parade, which means that some areas will be cordoned off and you will not be able to access. So good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you so very much for having me.
Yes, of course. Thank you for being here this morning. We're talking about Memorial Day celebrations, and of course there's going to be a parade taking place on Sunday, right? So if you tell us a little bit about the parade route and what we can expect, and also a little bit not a little bit, as much as you can, about the restrictions for the traffic in terms of the driving and the pedestrians, what is expected of us.
Okay. So let me start off by saying that though the parade is on Sunday, we have a dress rehearsal today. So the inconvenience, because I know a lot of people see it as an inconvenience, is going to start from this afternoon, because there's a dress rehearsal starting at 2:30 p.m. So the same restrictions that apply for Sunday would also apply today. Yes. So I can tell you what the route is. Let me start by telling you the route. So the troops will fall in at the fire station. That's on Bacalet Street. They would proceed north along Bacalet Street onto Bacalet Connector Road.
I'm following.
Right, okay. Then turn west onto Pigott Street. That's down the hill by Courts there.
Right.
Good. South onto Burnett Street. That's just in front of Royal Bank.
Right.
Yes. East onto Ross Street. That's facing the Assembly Legislature. Right. And they would remain there for the parade time. After that, when the ceremony is finished, the parade will proceed south onto Jerningham Street, which is facing, what's the name of that business? There's a fruit stall.
Yes, where Fruit King used to be. Right.
So they would be heading south there, then east onto Main Street, south again onto Bacalet Street, and then end at the fire station. So,
okay.
So you follow?
I follow the routes, but for those who are a little bit confused, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
So we're starting at the fire station.
Right.
And we're heading south. We're heading north, towards the traffic lights.
Right, so we're going traffic light direction.
Good.
Right.
When you get to the traffic light, we're going to cross the traffic light. The next turn off on the left. Let me use left and right rather than north and south. Yes, because I know it's easier for people to understand that. So you're going to turn left onto Pigott Street, and that's going down the hill. Traffic normally heads the other opposite direction, right? So down the hill to in the vicinity of Courts. Then we make a left onto that is Ross, is it? No, Burnett. That's Burnett Street. That's right in front of Royal Bank. Then we make a right onto Ross Street. That is that street that I'm not sure what taxi stands are there.
Yeah, but that's the taxi stand where Ted Arthur now has his place there. So that's next to James Park. Is that next to James Park, heading back up to Legislature?
Yes. So once we get to that point, the troops are going to remain in that position. So they're going to form an arch around James Park, yes, and remain there for the entire ceremony. On completion of the ceremony, then we would make a right onto, is it Ross? I think it's Ross's call. Let me just make sure that I'm saying the right thing. Yes, we're going to make no, south onto Jerningham. It's Jerningham Street, that one is called.
Yes, because that's by Legislature there.
Yes.
Right.
And then we make a left
on the main
Street. We're going up,
heading back to
the fire station. So when we get to the traffic lights, we go back to the fire station. The troops will fall out there. Yes. So that is the route.
So it's a big circle.
Yes. And it's a very short. It's not as long as Independence Day or even Republic Day parade. You know. So it's a very short route. It's a short parade as well. It's not as long as in Trinidad. You know. I'm sure the troops will be happy to hear that.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, because we're having fine weather these days.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, yeah. It's either extremely hot or extremely wet. It's just extremes, you know. But we have our troops are mentally prepared for that. So then we shouldn't have much issue where that is concerned.
Okay, and what time? And we said 2:30 this afternoon. How long do you anticipate the dress rehearsal to take?
I wouldn't say more than an hour and a half, if so long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from like about
so we would want people to we wouldn't say we start at 2:30, but of course the restrictions would apply from about 1 p.m. We'd start to, because you'd have to clear the space, make sure there's no parking around James Park and those sort of things. So we'd want to start to apply those restrictions from around 1 p.m. So if you see the officers on the road, all we're asking is just to abide by whatever instructions you're being given in order to make it easy for us to get our job done.
Right. And on Sunday, what time does the parade begin and what time are the restrictions implemented as well on Sunday?
So the restrictions would start from about 10 a.m., but the parade actually starts at 11. The troops will fall in at 10:30. They have to get to the James Park by 11 a.m. because the ceremony of itself starts at 11.
Right.
And on completion by 1 p.m. everything should be cleared. You know, the streets should be back open and so on.
Okay, and you said that they're going to be staying in that location when they form that arch around James Park. They're going to be standing. So I remember Dave said yesterday it's a standing parade.
Yes,
I know you're not here to talk about the actual parade, but could you explain to us what a standing parade is?
Well, unlike Republic and Independence, where you have that formal ceremony and then there's a route march. This is not necessarily like that. The only marching is to get to the location, and once they are there, they have to just remain standing for the entire parade. There isn't seats provided for guests except for the veterans and the elderly. So even the spectators, those who are part of the formal ceremony, are standing.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not a long parade, like I said.
And is there a reason? I mean, I know we're honoring. Is this the reason why we are standing for this parade? What is the purpose behind it and the sentiments behind the standing parade?
That is one thing I do not know, and that is something I would have to find out.
Yeah,
so
because I think it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting, and my interpretation, I would think that is to honor our fallen soldiers.
Yes, that is
I believe.
The whole gist of the parade is to honor those who would have given their lives for our freedom, a freedom that we tend to take for granted.
I know we were having that same conversation on set yesterday. You know, there's so many things we enjoy and we think we're entitled to, but we don't know how we got here.
Exactly.
And I was encouraging our viewers also to do the research, to take the time and invest in trying to find out. Even the poem about the puppy, I didn't even know. I was telling Dave yesterday, we speak about the puppy from primary school. I've been wearing my puppy every single year. And I never knew until yesterday on set when we had that conversation about the poem that was written about it. So it's you know, I really support this. I really support this honor that we're going to give to our fallen soldiers, and I really want to urge our viewers and listeners out there to, you know, to be accept the instructions that have been given to you by the authorities, because this is something that we really need to do. We really need to show appreciation and gratitude for the things that we have and the things that we enjoy. I think we need to give honor to whom honor is due.
Yes.
And I think if we really understand the importance of gratitude, then we will live a better life, you know.
Of course.
Once you understand where what you have came from, you'll have a greater appreciation for life, and you will treat each other, you'll treat yourself and others in a better way. So please, let's pay attention. Let us be obedient and submissive to the authority that is placed over us. So as the officer said, once you are given the instructions by the officers in terms of restrictions starting from today at about 1 p.m. in the James Park area, please comply as they prepare for the dress rehearsal, because of course we want to have a perfect execution on Sunday. So the dress rehearsal is necessary, and there's no other time to do it than, you know, right now. Why not, you know, to get it done?
So of course, once the traffic, once we are finished with the dress rehearsal, the roadways would reopen, and parking would be, you know, as usual. So all we're just asking you, give us maybe about 3 hours. Yes, I know it's Friday afternoon, it's the height of traffic time, and yes, I know how that is, but
it is
part of the process. Yeah. So all we're asking is just to work alongside with us. If do you want me to give you where the parking restrictions are?
Sure.
Right. So parking is prohibited along Jerningham Street, Ross Street. All of this is in the vicinity of the cenotaph. Well,
use the terms. Let us get acquainted with the terms.
With James Park, Pigott Street from the junction of Burnett to Bacalet Connector Road, Bacalet Connector Road from the junction of Pigott Street to the junction of Main and Bacalet, Main Street from the junction of Main and Bacalet to the junction of Main and Burnett, the entire Burnett Street, no parking, Old Market Car Park, Pigott Street, and then there's Bacalet Street from the junction of Main and Bacalet to Hay and Young Streets.
Right. So now that we've called all those street names, can we put landmarks to them so people know exactly where these streets are?
Right. So Jerningham is in the vicinity of the legislature, and that is that street that faces it's normally one way. It normally runs south to north. So that's if you're going south, you would see the fruit person.
Right.
Yeah, that's that street.
So that street that connects the fruit king to Courts.
Right.
That street there.
Yes,
right.
that
Or
street.
Brown Betty or wherever that area. So that is.
I forgot that was Brown Betty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So then Ross Street. Ross is that street between from Royal Bank to Jerningham. So we know where Jerningham is.
Yes, we know where Jerningham is. So that street.
I forgot the business you said that is there.
Ted Arthur is now on that corner there.
Good.
Where there used to be the three foolish people upstairs. That was the name. You remember we had that term. I can't remember the exact name, but that's what we used to call them as children coming up. Yes. Right.
Pigott Street is the street that Courts is on.
Yes.
Everybody knows Burnett Street, right? The Bacalet Connector Road would be from the traffic lights, but it's that portion that from the traffic lights to Pigott Street.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Bacalet Connector Road.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, Bacalet Street, of course, itself is Bacalet Street of itself is no parking, no traffic access. If you need to pass, you would have to use the outer. Like come along on the highway and go downtown, right? Persons who want parking on the day or even for the rehearsal to view, they can park at Garden Side.
Okay, Garden Side, and then they walk up.
Yes,
okay,
because because the Tambourine Square is going to be used for the there's going to be a gun salute. Yes. In honor of the celebration. So, that's something people would have to be aware of, because you would get that noise. You might hear a sudden explosion on Sunday morning and wonder what is happening.
But what time is this gun salute going to take?
This is going to be somewhere between after 11. So, yeah, because once the ceremony starts, then, and it goes through the processes, then there's a point in time when the gun salute will take place. So you would hear the sound of the gun salute going, well, it's cannons actually, gun salute. But you're going to hear that going off, so we don't want the elderly and so on to be
startled.
Yes. So I know the churches and so on in that vicinity were notified.
Okay.
So they should have to make the necessary adjustments because there are going to be some challenges on Sunday for persons who go to church in that area, right? So that area, no parking is allowed there because that is set aside for that purpose.
Okay, and how many what's it called?
The gun salute.
The gun salute. How many salutes or are there going to be on that day?
Let me see if I can check. I cannot recall. I can't really say.
But for that period,
that is controlled by the military. In fact, the entire parade is under the auspices of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. So they control that part. The police are just another contingent on and of course, well, our responsibility would be security and traffic management. So that is our responsibility. And of course, we have a contingent of women on parade. So you would look forward to see our females on parade looking nice.
Of course. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Traffic restrictions starting from today, 1 p.m. in the James Park vicinity, that entire block. So if you have business to do in and around Scarborough today, try to get it done between the hours of now and 1 p.m. to ensure that you get everything you need to get done, because there will be restrictions. There is a necessary dress rehearsal for the Memorial Day celebrations, which take place on Sunday. Again, the same traffic restrictions will be implemented as well. And there will be a gun salute, of course, in honor of those who have fallen, so that we can stand today. So it's necessary for us to do this. Yes, I know it's a little disturbance, but it is absolutely necessary. Thank you so much for being on the program this morning and for sharing. Don't forget to get your puppies. Don't forget to get your puppies and to wear them in honor of those who went ahead of us. Thank you so much for being here on the program this morning and for sharing, of course, breaking down exactly where the restrictions are going to be, so that our publics are aware as to what is happening and they wouldn't be startled when they head into Scarborough. Thank you so much, viewers, for staying with us on the Morning Show on Tobago Updates Television as we bring you information about things happening in and around Tobago. I am Adana Kambi, and we're going to go for a short break and we return with sports. But before we go, of course, we invite you to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be
You know, who would I ever believe, Jessica could take care of a child,
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, you know, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you're not married?
That doesn't matter once you have a safe home and you're related to the child. You're good.
So they just gave money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy a lamb I gave you for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up, ears.
I went and try. Mommy, you can buy a
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you could get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakay, I'm only going on the bed.
But Mommy, the boy don't even live here.
Yeah, go to your bunkers.
What? Bunkers? Where's that?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
Child's comprehension and creative writing skills in record time for SEA. Calling preps 3s, 4s and 5s. Sundays only. 3-hour sessions of individual attention with a qualified, trained, experienced teacher of over 35 years and an SEA examiner. Call 266-5952 or 222-2082 for further information. Ask for Ingrid. Excellent results all the time.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
put a smile on your face. When you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning.
Hi viewers, welcome back to Tobago Updates morning show. We are now into the sporting segment, your favorite segment, my favorite segment, and of course we're talking not just sports this morning, free interviews for you guys. We're going to try to keep it as concise as possible with the limited time we normally have on a Friday morning. Hope you guys are having yourself a wonderful week, and of course expect that you're going to have a wonderful weekend. And first up, we're going to talk to Mr. Dave Elliott out of the Tobago Rifle Club. And we're talking shooting this morning. Now, I know Dave shooting videos and shooting photos, but this morning we're talking real gunman talk, Delmon. We're only talk about trying to control gun violence in Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Marcus, and it's a pleasure being here.
Fantastic. Dave, we're talking about the Tobago Rifle Club Championship tournament happening, I think, this weekend here.
Yes.
Right. Firstly, tell Tobago, what this club is all about, the Tobago Rifle Championship. Or what is it?
Tobago Rifle Club.
Yes.
All right. The Tobago Rifle Club has been around for quite a while. You know, we are a registered organization. I think we are the only rifle club here on the island, and we our specialty is the sport of shooting.
Shooting.
A lot of people often want to know, well, let's really go and shoot, or let's shoot real gun, or let's shoot real bullets, you know, and all this kind of thing. And yes, we do. And of course, the first question is, I could join them. Why could I want to shoot?
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah.
But as with everything, this is a very strict, sport. It's a very disciplined sport. All your senses are coming to play here.
Right.
Your eyes, your ears, and that being the case while you're on the range, you always put all the protective measures in place. You must have what we call eyes and ears. You have the special shooting glasses and ear protection. So these things are very important. Of course, to join the club, you must have all your entire list of requirements. It is very strict.
Well, give me some of the requirements for someone, because as like a, let's say it's called FUL holder. Can I join, or is it that I have to like what?
Okay, well, you started there. To start with, if it is your FUL holder, right? At least you would have.
Going through the different background checks.
And so of course, to join the club, you must have all your police certificates, your recommendation from a notary of the public. You pay your necessary fees, your dues, and you sign up, you register, and you become a member of the club. And then they will give you all the rules, all the regulations, everything you need to do to become part of the Tobago Rifle Club.
Yeah. So
we are located in Bailey Hill.
Right. Where Bailey Hill is?
Right to the top. We can say where the highway begins.
Right.
Right at John
That's
Dial.
by John Dial, yes.
Yeah.
That's where the shooting range is.
Yes, the shooting range. Make the left turn and walk the hill.
So that's where you all will probably have your meetings as well too?
Yes.
Okay. So because we have limited time this morning, let's just talk about the tournament itself. Is it going to be open only to Tobago shooters? What's the categories, and what are the judges looking for?
All right, so it's what we call an IPSC competition, or the International Practical Shooting Confederation, which means that we adhere to international shooting standards. Right. We have our shooting marshals, or what we call our range masters, and they are professionally trained persons to make sure the rules are adhered to. We have 6 bays, 6 shooting bays, and therefore we have the entire tournament. The theme is called Tobago Festivals.
Tobago Festivals.
So each bay has a name. So we have, when you're going to put like bay 1, it might be Tobago Carnival.
So this is the first time you're actually doing this one?
Yeah.
Like this one? Okay.
Then we have Heritage Festival.
So if you hit Heritage Festival, you want to make sure to line up Heritage Festival and don't miss?
Well, Heritage Festival has a particular shooting style.
Right.
Is what we call, this particular bay has a particular, let's see, but the stage is set up a particular way. It may require you to shoot in the prone position, lying down, you turn around, 4 targets on your right.
Okay.
You have a swinging target on your left. Right?
So each bay has a certain level of difficulty.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Go ahead. So continue with the bays.
Right. So we have 6 bays.
Right.
And each bay has different, the stages.
Yeah.
Each bay has a bay is a stage. So we have stage 1 to 6. So each stage is named after one of the festivals here in Tobago.
Okay.
We have participants that will come from, I think, Barbados, we have Guyana. Right. We also have members of the different protective services here in Tobago. Right. The police, the army, the defense force, basically, and we have some civilians. We have a number of different prizes as well. We have cash prizes as well as challenge trophies. Trophies as well too. So we have high military persons in the military. We have high senior. We have senior persons who shoot as well. We also have high lady. Like females also participate.
Right. So that's what it's referred to. High lady, high.
Yes. Okay. But high would be like the best.
Okay. So is it? So do you have different categories of shooters? Let's say like football has Division 1 championship.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, ours are basically set up with respect to the weapon that you use. Right. We have what we call PCC, which is pistol caliber carbine. We have with special optics. We have standard production. So based on the type of, because some people modify the guns. Right. Some people come with standard guns with just what we call iron sights. So people with what we call scopes, laser scopes and that kind of thing would be in a different category for somebody who don't shoot with that kind of thing.
Okay.
Like that. And I mean, you get to see the skill and the speed while some of these persons here, I mean, it's amazing to see how, I hit a target that distance with just one shot. Right. Sometimes you hit paper targets, you hit steel, what we call poppers. So when you hit the steel, it falls.
Right. Okay.
And that type of thing. In the club, you also, just as to mention as well, in the club, we also encourage persons with what we call air rifles to join the club as well.
Okay. So in terms of the public, right? In terms of the public, I mean, because I probably will want to see something like this. I mean, members of the public welcome to come. Is there going to be an area where the members of the public can view safely?
Yes. So once that happens, we have a special area, a tent, where everybody would be able to sit and view and be able to have each bay has a particular tent.
Okay.
Right. We have safety officers, we have range officers, we have range masters everywhere. We also provide what we call iron air protection.
Right.
So we start on I think 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. Good.
On Saturday. So and at the end of that is a prize given.
So that's one day. Just one day.
Yeah.
Just tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
Start at 8.
It starts at 8. And be filled tomorrow.
And is there an entrance fee for persons?
Yes, well, persons who register, I think it's there's a $300 entrance fee.
Right.
And they have all the, but the information has been out quite a while.
Right.
So people have been there. Some of the guys are already on island. Some coming in tonight to be able to participate in the shooting competition tomorrow. We hope to have a great day tomorrow.
And good weather as well.
Yeah, great weather. Hope you'll be able to pass.
Dave, I wish you guys all the best. Of course, safety should be of utmost importance up there.
Always.
You have your bulletproof vest as well.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, the Tobago Rifle Championship Tournament is on, and we want to welcome all the visitors to our beautiful island, and of course, shoot with safety. And I wish you guys enjoy the island, not just the tournament itself, and get around and enjoy beautiful Tobago. So Dave, as I said, all the best. And of course, you'll come back and give us the results of the tournament. Guys, we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking netball. Yes. And don't forget to share the live. We'll be right back.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch number 1, the building formerly occupied by Costa. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, building 1 and 2.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hi viewers, welcome back to Tobago Updates morning show. We're talking sports this morning. Just heard from Dave Elliott out of the Tobago Rifle Club, and they are having their championship on tomorrow up there at Bailey Hill. Now welcome once again all the visitors. Hope you guys have a wonderful time. We're going to jump into some netball now, and on set we have Mr. David Starboy Thomas talking about Tobago Netball League. A representative from the league, right?
Yes.
You're from, remember you said, right?
Yes.
And you are here talking the Netball League. What about the Netball League? What about the Tobago Netball League? What's happening?
Well, you know, the Tobago Netball League has been ever-present on the calendar for so many years, and we saw it fit, not because of the busy year that we had, you know, we had Commonwealth Games and so on, right? We saw it fit to still try to bring off something, right? So we will be commencing tomorrow, right, at the Shore Park Hard Court. We'll be having an aerobics burnout, right? And we want to introduce the public today. It was not advertised before, but we'll be having an all-star game, which will see a men all-star team play versus a Tobago women all-star team.
Right. So how did you go about selecting the men all-star team? Because I am available in nobody and call me. I am a really good shooter.
Right. So I mean, going about how we selected the team, we would have had recommendation from different players and organizations. We try to select players from the different teams, right, based on the recommendation of coaches and so on, to bring together to form this.
Right, so what time are we starting tomorrow?
Right, so we want to begin at 5 p.m. And as I said, we have a lot of activities, a lot of things in store.
You know, when you started, right, and you say that you're going to start back this year, and I'm waiting to hear Shore Park indoor facility. Right. So what? Because just recently this week here, in fact, it was the day before yesterday. We had the secondary schools finals held indoor. Were there any discussion to have the league inside?
So we really try to get the indoor facility, but you know, it being a multiple facility, it had other events carded for over this weekend. And we couldn't push back the tournament anymore because we didn't want it to run into the busy Christmas season.
Right. And you mentioned you didn't want to push it back anymore. Any concern about the inclement weather? Because I know when it comes to November, lots of rain.
Yes, well, I believe that we have provisions in place because our playing days are Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So and if for any reason a game is to be rained out, we have alternative days where we could play.
Okay, and in terms of teams, how many teams registered? Are you still open to register in teams?
Registration is still open. We intend to close the registration, so you could come tomorrow at the opening and you still be allowed to register, right? The feedback has been good so far, right? So we're just hoping to have a good tournament, and we're encouraging all of Tobago to come out and support the sport and netball.
And the Tobago Netball League, because you mentioned that you haven't had any league for quite a while. How is the organization going now? I mean, is there a new executive in play?
Right, so we had a new executive which will have been installed at the beginning of the year. Right, we have a lot of plans and initiatives to roll out, but as I said, we weren't able to accomplish much this year because we had quite a few things. We had a number of girls preparing for the under-16 tournament in Dominica, and then they had the senior tournaments both in San Salvador and in the Netball World Cup, and of course we had the Commonwealth Games in Tobago. So there was a lot of activity in terms of which would have engaged the executive members of the Tobago Netball League, right? So we have a lot of plans, right? So hopefully 2024 is a better year for us, and we'll get to roll off some of those initiatives.
And not to put you on the spot, but who are some of the members, or if you can call it the executive? Because I mean, I always say, right, these organizations are like, you know, obviously giving back to your time for free, right? And you take a lot of costs. With no kind of reward and award in a particular way. And I'm happy to know that the Tobago Netball League is still functional, because a number of persons would have asked what's happening with netball. I know you guys normally sweat on a Wednesday. That's with Natash Foundation, right? And I'm happy to see guys are now getting involved in netball, right? So Big up the associates, big up the executive. I mean, the members who would have, stood the task of all the times, hard times, and are still trying to put something forward for Tobago.
Right. So I just want to shout out the president, of course, Miss Kyla Keith Wilson.
Always in the mix. Yes, always in the mix. As our national coach.
Yes. She was the coach for the national under-18 team. Right. So we have the first vice president, Miss
Lizelle
Johnson.
Oh, Giselle, okay.
Right. And we have Afia Scott as the second vice president, Miss Lionel Winchester as the secretary treasurer, right? Assisting her is Miss Annette, right? And myself being a floor member, as well as NWBC Hall. The PRO is, of course, none other than Miss Abini Taylor.
Right. Your involvement here and Mr. Hall and the BC, because normally you see a netball executive is more females.
Yes.
This came about from you, I mean, participating in the sweat.
Yes.
And, I mean, were you always involved in netball?
I mean, growing up, I always used to play the sport because my mom was heavily involved in playing, right? But it's not something that I expected at this stage in my life to be so actively involved. But I mean, it's a sport that I love, I grew to love, and everybody know I'm a track and field guy.
Yes, yes.
Right? But I grew to love netball, and I decided that I'm going to put my efforts into because I see netball as one of the sports that is not too big, that we could once again establish dominance.
Yeah. Because, I mean, recently with the Commonwealth Youth Games, we had how many Tobagonians on the team there?
Yes.
A number of Tobagonians there. In terms of the format and prizes for the competition, and also, is it only Shore Park Recreation Ground, you guys, Shore Park Hardcourt? That's the only venue that you'll be using for the competition?
Yes, that is the only venue that we'll be using for the competition. As to speak to prizes, we have a lot of attractive prizes. Right? So we just want everybody to come out.
I like how you're not revealing much. You ain't telling me how much teams you have. You ain't telling me what prices at all.
No, I want everybody to come out,
okay,
and see.
Okay.
Right?
Why should they come out?
Why? I mean, it's netball. Right? The game is always exciting.
Yes,
we have the men division, we have the open division, and we have the beginners division. Right? So, the men division is always exciting. People come out to see men actually, clash.
And the format of the competition?
Right, so we'll have the format is a round robin format.
On all the divisions?
All the divisions.
Right. And then obviously, the top two teams go forward to
yes,
it depends on the amount of teams registered.
Yes.
Okay. And how long you expect the competition to go for?
Right, so we wouldn't want this competition to run for more than a month. Right, because of the obvious, we have Christmas coming up.
Yes.
So we don't want to have to be competing with all the activities.
Well, we know. You don't want to get involved with the festivities and playing netball. And tomorrow, I mean, coming on there tomorrow, what should we expect tomorrow? Is a parade of teams, open day knockout? What's happening tomorrow?
Right. So as I said, tomorrow would be a grand affair. We have aerobics burnout. It's just
right. So this is aerobics.
We have the aerobics burnout and we have the All-Star game.
Right.
That's right. And look for other giveaways and other activities taking place on spot, and bring out the family, bring out your friends, and let's come out and have a good time.
And usual sponsor, the Tobago House Assembly, you have new sponsors on board?
Right, so we have new sponsors. We have, of course, we have the Tobago House Assembly, as you would have alluded to, right? We have the Asia's Bar and Lounge.
Asia's, that's she's the physiotherapist?
No, that Asia's Bar and Lounge, that is down in Kwong Point. Right?
Oh, all right. He's a sponsor.
Yes, so
that's Perfect Tint.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? So that is the official chill spot of the Tobago Netball League.
I like you, Lashley. Pick the right person to come here. Always supporting, I'm happy that Asia Sports and by a private sponsor is involved and not just in Tobago House Assembly. And I like the Asia Sports Bar as well too.
Yes.
Got some refreshments after.
Okay.
So lastly, any final word before I let you go?
Right. So I mean, sports is the catalyst that brings everybody together.
Yes.
So
especially in netball.
Yes. So I just want to encourage everybody. We are at Shore Park tomorrow from 5 p.m. Everybody just come out. Let's have a good time. Marcus, I know I'll see you there.
You'll see me there. Even not there, miss my age as well. But guys, lastly, I want to wish you and the organization all the best. I'm happy to see netball back on the Tobago sporting calendar, because we know we have cricket happening, we have football happening, but I know behind the scenes, you had some things happening with netball there. Obviously, after Miss Archer and all those would have passed on the baton to other persons.
Yes.
But you mentioned that so many things were happening that they couldn't put on a league in Tobago. So I'm happy that you guys are finally having a Tobago league. I'm concerned about the weather though, but
yeah, well, it's something that we have to work around.
Got to work in your guys in your favor there. Hoping that you have a number of teams to participate, and not just team, but community-based teams. Get the communities involved, and because I know that there's a team in Canaan already practicing.
Yeah.
Big up to the Canaan Monaco team, and all the best to you guys in the tournament. So naturally, as I said, all the best, and of course, we're looking forward to all the results as well here on Tobago Updates.
Yeah, just before we go on, anybody requiring more information or about registration and so on, they could contact the secretary, Miss Lainel Winchester. Her number is 758-3651.
And the burnout is, anyone can participate in the burnout?
Yes, you come, you pay the registration fee, a small registration fee, and you enter the burnout.
Are you weighing before you burn out? Like you got category for like fat people and like people who are, anyway, I'll come back tomorrow, right? So guys, the burnout and the All-Star game happening tomorrow. Down at the Shaw Park hard courts there. Of course, Tobago Netball League 2023. It's on from tomorrow, right? So Lashley, thank you so much. We're going to take a short break. Don't forget to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Want to improve your child's comprehension and creative writing skills in record time for SEA? Calling Preps 3s, 4s and 5s, Sundays only, 3-hour sessions of individual attention with a qualified, trained, experienced teacher of over 35 years and an SCA examiner. Call 266-5952 or 222-2082 for further information.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hi, good morning. Of course, welcome back. We are here, of course, talking sports this morning. Just had a really nice interview there with Mr. David Thomas talking about Tobago Netball League. And of course, our final interviewee this morning, talking martial arts. We chatted with Mr. Julian Fletcher. Good morning to you, Mr. Fletcher.
Good morning.
Fantastic. And of course, thank you so much for joining us on set. New martial arts club in Tobago.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Right. Well, I teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
It's growing rapidly around the world since the 70s or something like that, right? But for some reason, the Caribbean barely has any touch in it. It's the crazy nature of that, right? Obviously, as people know me, I grew up here in Tobago, went across to the UK, served in Her Majesty's Army, and obviously learned some martial arts.
So you are still a soldier with the UK?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
I've took my leave from that. Yeah.
But you had that experience?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So while I was there, you learn martial arts. It's in your nature to be a fighter, you know.
Oh, right.
You want to learn to fight.
Okay.
In doing so, picked up this martial art. Very humbling. When you think you can fight, ooh, I don't know how to fight yet. And while I was there, obviously I left the army at a certain point. I started to teach the art. All right. At a certain stage, you can teach.
Right.
And been uplifting kids in the UK. And, you know, I can hand in hand be proud to say that I've assisted kids becoming world champions to this day in their respected weight and belt and age group. So I said, well, why don't I just go home and do that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, who's better? Who's stronger and smarter as a people? Tobagonians.
Of course, of course.
Like, why am I holding this back? So I gathered myself and come back home. Since last year, September, I've been doing seminars, probing, to see if Trinidad and Tobago would want it. I've noticed they have it in Trinidad, but not in Tobago for some reason. So I said, okay, let me reach out and try and do this, right? Got the seminar going, we got up to 35 people on the first 2 weeks.
That's in Tobago?
Just in Tobago alone, right? From women's self-defense to kids and even adults, right?
This is last year, September.
Last year, September. I went away and I was teaching it as well over WhatsApp Messenger. Video call. So I was up like at midnight trying to help these guys. I got work in the next 2-3 hours. You know, I'm tired, you know, so trying to help them. I said, no, this is looking promising, right? Came back in March, done it again. We got up to 50 people.
Right.
And it's like, right. Now we're seeing that there is interest and people are aware of it because through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, people learn it through the likes of like the UFC. Right. So it's the art where you learn how to do joint manipulation and chokes, right? Where it's ground fighting.
Right.
So you get the person to the floor where they're at their weakest in a fight. Because if you think about it, right, we always think of fighting as hands up.
Yeah.
Right? But think about it. I can just run away.
Right, and live to fight the next day.
You live to fight another day. Right? What happens if someone grabs you?
Oh, you need to self-defense.
Oh, right. So then you end up tussling on the floor.
Right. Yes.
9 out of 10 fights end up on the ground. But who knows how to fight on the ground?
So this is what they mix. This is what the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. That is what it's about.
Yeah.
It's not like the traditional martial arts where
it's not
punches and all these different things.
That's right.
So this is what you're going to be introducing, or what you have been introducing to Tobago.
Yes.
And you're now forming a club.
Yeah, it's already formed.
It's already formed. So for how can persons, watching this interview, get involved, where the club is located, and is there a fee to attach, the age group, stuff like that?
All right. Yeah. So we're currently in Orange Hill Road, Spring Garden, right? Lot 22, if you want to be exact for the address.
Yeah.
All right. We don't have a sign up at the minute because we literally just started.
Okay.
Yeah, but there will be a sign up soon. Yeah. You can get onto me 713-2777. Right. That's my direct mobile number, my business line. You can get onto me through that if you want to find out any details. We also have Tobago Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on Facebook. So literally just Tobago Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Before you even finish the word Brazilian, it's gonna come up.
It's gonna come up, okay.
Yeah.
Right. And they're gonna see videos
You're
and different content.
You're gonna see videos of what we're doing. Been helping some kids recently. The thing with Jiu-Jitsu is you learn really quickly, right? And it takes a level of intelligence to do it. And you'll be surprised because a lot of people, like myself, I struggled in school because the classroom set was always difficult. But I was always good at PE.
Physical education.
Yeah. So
same here.
Anything physical I could learn.
Yes.
So people who learn that way, which is majority of people, funnily enough, right? They will find that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is really easy to get into. And it's then understanding the chess of the combat on the floor. But what I would say though, is in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the only martial art I've seen that you can go 100% at somebody and not come away injured. So you can spar as hard as
That's if you know what you're actually doing.
Yes,
because
exactly.
if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna be pelting left.
Yeah.
But if you know the art of jiu-jitsu, then you wouldn't come out injured in that sense.
Right, because one thing, right? There's a saying in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. When a lot of people fight on the ground, right? It's like you can't swim. But Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, he's a shark.
Right.
He knows every position, how to completely maim you.
Submission.
If he chose to.
Yeah.
And that's the key, is if he chooses to.
If he chooses to.
So obviously with Jiu-Jitsu being such a humbling art, you learn self-control.
Right.
You learn how to control like your anger, how to output, what is the limitations of the body, you know? So the biomechanics and everything that you learn in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu can help all of the sports. And even your self-defense for the likes of being in really hard situations, tough positions, and being able to overcome. So it teaches you even maturity.
Right.
It teaches you a mental strength. It teaches you so much, and it applies to life. It's like one of my students, he comes to me, he said, oh, life is a struggle right now, you know? But we have a thing in Jiu-Jitsu, we say, you don't tap to pressure. Just because it's pressure, you don't tap. Because life comes with pressure. That doesn't mean you just quit. You have to live through the pressure. Because just like in life, there is that wave. You know, you have low points, you have high points, but that wave keeps coming. And that's how Jiu-Jitsu
So it strengthens you mentally as well.
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic. And just before we wrap this interview, once again, it sounds really, really exciting. I'm hoping that outside of the community, you will probably target the schools as well. Because I'm thinking that we have a lot of anger management at schools. And if you can get this kind of program to help them curb all the anger and transfer it to another style of aggression in a particular way.
Since I've been back, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
I've noticed people don't have outlets.
Yeah.
So they're so hunkered in and focused on, I need to achieve this, this. But then there's no point to switch that off.
Yes.
So for me, Jiu-Jitsu has always been that.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always been a point to calm the mind in the storm. You know, it's until done, you won't understand. Right?
Fantastic.
But it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so and once again, let's give you a number and where you are located so persons interested can get involved there.
So my mobile number is 712.
Right.
So, sorry, take that back. 713-2777. You can also find me on Tobago Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on Facebook.
Right.
And if you are interested in watching a couple of videos, which they're all on Facebook anyway, Tobago BJJ, one word on Instagram as well.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Don't hesitate.
I want to wish you all the best. And I want to thank you for coming back home and, of course, trying to give back to Tobago. And I trust that all the persons that you engage in this this Brazilian form of fighting, if you want to put it that way, is going to redound to the benefit of Tobago and Trinidad and Tobago by extension. So, guys, we've been chatting with Mr. Julian Fletcher. Of course, he's here trying to get young people involved in something meaningful. We've been chatting, of course, sports this morning. What a wonderful morning. I want to thank you for staying with Tobago Updates Sport and, of course, Tobago Updates Television. We're going to throw you over to Tobago Notes, of course, and Good Morning Tobago with Candice Jackson. Remember to stay safe out there. We have netball happening tomorrow, Windball cricket, of course, on Saturday, and a number of other things happening in Tobago. Of course, the Tobago Rifle Club Championship up there at Bayleaf, John Dale side up there. All right, so guys, your boy Marcus Daniel out. We're going to take a short break. Don't forget to share the live. Tobago Notes up next.
Tobago's faith-based council is the brainchild of Secretary of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, Pastor Terence Baines, and is the first of its kind on the island.
I am of the view that faith-based organizations make a significant contribution to the development of any society. As a division, we are very, very proud that we are able to at least have this shall I say, a seed distribution.
Taking the time to say thank you has a powerful impact, and on behalf of the leaders of the various organizations that were gifted with their seeds, Andy Joseph and elect lady expressed gratitude.
I am glad to see that the division has taken
such initiative to come about with this faith-based, seed, as the secretary call it, all right? And I think it's wonderful, because when we look at some of the churches, and the organizations in the churches, we find that sometimes we struggle to get things off the ground. We need some, we've seen an increase in souls in the kingdom, but where the financial contributions are concerned, it's kind of difficult, and so this initiative, I think it's great because it would help a lot of the faith-based organizations in Tobago, the churches, to get off on a good start.
We would have gathered many, many artifacts. As a result, a few years ago, we started doing storyboards and other things. We've done exhibitions in schools, in different areas, so we wanted a safe place for all of them. So we came up with the idea of doing a museum, a spiritual Baptist/community museum. We would have asked for assistance for a number of years, which we never got. So we are very thankful for the faith-based organization to help us to take this thing a foot further.
Launched in 2002, the faith-based organization Council seeks to assist various denominations on the island to carry out their mandate.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Your source for current affairs in Tobago, Trinidad, and the region. With the perfect conversations to complement your morning routine, I am Candace Jackson. Desirable Island, Rest of the World category. The prestigious award ceremony was held during the World Travel Market in Welcome to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates, your source for current affairs in Tobago, Trinidad, and the region, with the perfect conversations to complement your morning routine. I am Candace Jackson, and let's get started with the news in 90 seconds, sponsored by B-Mobile. Tobago won bronze at the 2023 Wanderlust Readers Travel Awards for the Most Desirable Island, Rest of the World category. The prestigious award ceremony was held during the World Travel Market in London, England. The Tobago Tourism Agency Limited stated that the achievement affirms the island's status as a leading Caribbean destination. The island stood out with this award, surpassing last year's gold winner Palawan. The gold award went to Cuba and Taiwan, who received the silver. And TTL expressed its gratitude for this honor and plans to use it further to enhance Tobago's global reputation and tourism appeal. Meanwhile, Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez has revealed that the government is considering a proposed increase in electricity rates put forth by the Regulated Industries Commission, the RIC. This decision follows a meeting between Gonzalez and TNTech Chairman Rodney Thomas. The RIC's proposal includes a price ceiling adjustment for electricity rates spanning 2023 to 2027, which would result in rate increases of 15 to 126%, depending on the customer type. This potential adjustment marks the first rate change in 17 years and is subject to government approval as TNTech is state-owned. And finally, Carnival 2023 in Trinidad and Tobago is estimated to have generated around $1 billion in indirect and economic benefits. And this is according to the Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee. The National Carnival Commission spent approximately $186 million on Carnival, with $15 million earned directly. The NCC's chairman, Winston Gypsy Peters, explained that much of the spending benefits various carnival interest groups and supports temporary employment. The NCC aims to develop new carnival products, enhance regional carnivals, and provide expertise for events like the Tobago Carnival, although it does not have a formal responsibility for the latter. And that concludes your news in 90 seconds, brought to you by Me Mobile. And before we get into the rest of the program, we're going to go for a quick break, so please don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Standard, and today we're launching High. It's our newest brand that Standard is launching, and it's where luxury meets affordability. We're very proud of this brand. It's taken some time to get the right collection in place, and we're also going to continue to improve on our collection as time goes by and we listen to our customers more. We've changed our suppliers for this collection to European suppliers, so you're going to get that European finish. We've been very pleased by some of the results that we've been seeing in terms and response to it in the market, and we're so glad to bring it to Tobago and show Tobago what Standard could, grow with them as well.
It's not just about looking good or having materials that are easily cleaned or sustainable materials, because the important thing about this particular collection is that it is quality. It is meant to last, and it lives up to the Standard name about never beating on quality and price. This furniture particularly, especially our outdoor line, which ranges from fiberglass, plastic types of outdoor stools, outdoor chairs, even the outdoor furniture, it is built to last.
That's the importance with High, right? It's not only looking good, it's going to feature things that make your life easier, and it's not too damaging on the pocket. That's important for us.
This furniture fits the lifestyle of Tobago, of the Tobago customer, of the Tobago guest. It is the perfect type of furniture for you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Viewers, we are getting into our conversations this morning as we get prepared for what is going to be a long weekend. And if you're looking for something really fun to do this weekend, you need to check out the Glenmorgan Youths. And actually, we have them on with us this morning. So we are being joined by the operations manager of No Youth Left Behind, and that is Ms. Desiree Ross, as well as the president of the Glenmorgan Youth Foundation, Mr. Gordon Grandison. Good morning and welcome to you both. How are you guys doing?
Good morning. I'm fine.
All right. So Glenmorgan Youth Foundation is something that started just recently, but you guys have started with a storm and you all have some very fun activities coming up. So, so let's get into it.
Well, as you said, we started with a storm and we want to continue with the drive, right? So coming up this Sunday, we have a youth program for youths within the age of 7 to 16, right? That we want to bring together and give them a little knowledge, share knowledge with them, and do a session with them, bring them up to speed with healthy living, healthy diet, and lifestyle, and so on. So we want to be engaging the youth of the community and surroundings this Sunday, the 12th at Richmond Bay.
And what is going to be happening on Sunday? What's the activities that are planned? Then Ms. Desiree?
Yeah.
Okay, so on Sunday we have the No Youth Left Behind partnering with the Glenmorgan Youth Foundation, where we'll be offering our section of the Tobago branch, which has been ongoing in Tobago thus far. This Sunday, of course, we out at the Richmond Bay with the Glenmorgan Youth Foundation, where we are offering healthy lifestyle to the youths of Tobago between the ages of 7 to 16. We'll be offering the first 50 participants that registered a free brunch of healthy meals, and also we have facilitators coming in to speak to them about different section of lifestyle. On plan, we have, I think, there will be a martial arts session for them, and also other facilitators. So we'll be engaging them in a lot of fun-going basis, and then after that, then we'll go into the aquatic sports and have like a fun day, family day session at the beach after.
Now, if folks are not aware, Glenmorgan Youth Foundation has been doing something very remarkable up there, where they're offering their own, I guess you could say, their own little tourism products. So Gordon, and I guess I'm guessing that this is going to be a part of the brunch on Sunday?
Yes. We want to include it also, right? Because we have the No Youth Left Behind. This is the group that has won last year Best Youth Group in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So we collaborated with them, and we want to use this session now to expose our product, because we have a community-based product where we want a community-based tourism product where we want to share to the whole of Tobago and Trinidad as well, right? So on that day, we'll be having a little bamboo rafting. They will be able to experience kayaking, right? We want to do some roast fish on the beach and roast breadfruit and stuff like that. And really have a day of fun with the No Youth Left Behind group, right?
And then what is so interesting is that when we talk about, water activities and things like that, we don't think that this could happen in Glenmorgan. In fact, I don't think a lot of people in Tobago realize that there's actually a nice beach and a river in Glenmorgan.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you guys have there and, what you've been doing.
Well, with the tourism product, we have everything that Tobago has to offer, right? In Glenmorgan, you can find we have waterfalls, we have the river, we have over 2,000 meters of beachfront, right? We have a lot of history and mystery. We have tombstones, we have an African graveyard. So you can feel free to come and do tours. We do tours, we have the crab trails, we have the mangroves. We have so much. We have so much up there to offer to the tourism product of Tobago. So we want to just enhance it, right? We recently bought on some kayaks and boats. So if you want to come up and do a little kayaking up the river, you could come and take a little ride, right? And the bamboo raft always there. And you could just feel free to come up and what do you say, develop this new gem that we have in Tobago, right? Expose it and take pictures and share it around so people can know that you have a new gem in Tobago up in Glenmorgan, Richmond area. And it's controlled by the Glenmorgan Youth Foundation, right? The youth of Glenmorgan and the community of Glenmorgan is the people that pushing this product. So you want to keep it going that way.
And then what's it been like, just getting the young people involved and having them, work on something that is, not known, and just getting that off the ground?
At times it could be challenging because for the east side, we don't know much about the tourism. They're not accustomed to dealing with the tourists and people at large. So it's kind of hard to break them into it. But from what we've been seeing so far, is that they're picking up. Right? They're realizing where they could do things to generate income, be self-employed along the line. And that's the whole basis, to provide some kind of income, and they could find some kind of economic sustainability within themselves, within the community. Right? They don't have to go and look for it. Right? So the youths, they're pushing, right? Some of them need a little more encouragement, but so far we have been getting, I could say, almost 85% support. And once we continue driving in that direction, I think we could be able to push this product to a whole new level in Tobago.
And how will this brunch now help with pushing the Glamorgan Youth Foundation to the next level?
Well, it will definitely help us, right, by getting to understand and working along with one of the best youth groups in Trinidad and Tobago, how to go along in the process of doing things, and just building a good relationship between both islands and keeping Glamorgan on the map in a kind of way. So I think we're in a good part right now.
And then what is it about Glamorgan Youth Foundation that you guys felt that you had to come on board and help them?
Okay, well, we at first get together and get in contact with them when we held our stakeholders meeting, when we had brought the Tobago leg of the No Youth Left Behind to Tobago, and they were interested in partnering with us. So since as we were going around in different villages, different sections of Tobago offering the program, we said that we're going to partner with them and make that one stop to get together with them and be a part of us.
And then, you know, after seeing what they have there, what are your thoughts on it itself?
Well, actually, the first meeting with them was held in at the Bay, and that was my first time at the Richmond Bay, and I was amazed. Like I was saying, well, for myself, and I'm quite sure a lot of other people don't even know that that bay exists, the Richmond Bay exists, and it has like so much to offer in there. So it's a time to put it on the map and get it, people, let them know what's going on in there. And instead of visiting all the other popular beaches, people on the east side and even those who are willing to travel from Scarborough upwards could come and experience what it is in there. It's truly a gem in there, a hidden gem that Trinidad and as well as Tobago that needs to get exposure to and make use of that beach in there. It's really pretty.
All right, and for the brunch on Sunday, what should people know about, or should they prepare themselves? You know, just some details about just being able to be a part of it.
Well, if you want to be a part, we have limited spaces right now because we had a registration form out a while ago. But if you want to register, you could go on our page on Facebook and look for the No Youth Left Behind brunch form, and you could register and send your child and let them be a part of the experience. But it will, they will be a day of fun activities, right? Educational as well as physical, right? Activities will be held on the day. So it's just an all-inclusive day, right? And we must say a special shout out to some of our sponsors, right? Chinese Agri Shop, Sablon, our tent man, he always supports us. Marconi Hardware, they've been with us. JG's Bakery, and also Swimcall. Swimcall has always been with us. So I want to special thanks to them this morning for supporting the Glamorgan Youth Foundation. And we just want to continue finding ways to occupy the youths, finding ways to show them financial independence, I should say, right? To find a way to support their own selves without having to go and look for work. They could do things within the community and be able to support themselves and their family. Right?
No, and as you mentioned that, have you seen a change amongst the young people that you're working with? Have you, what's the growth been like?
Well, I should say, money does bring a level of excitement, right? And we had a couple tours so far, and the response was good. And the guys were really out there doing the thing. And now they're asking me, they're pushing for more tours. They're actually going and advertise their product and go out there looking for the tours because they realize that it's a real easy way of generating an income, right? So the support and the really looking towards it now is a positive outlook. So I must say, we're doing something good on our end.
All right, great. Now, is there anything else that you would like to add about the brunch on Sunday for people to get connected and people to be there?
Anything on that?
I'll just say make sure that the kids come prepared, because as we said, it's going to be like a lot of water activities. So come prepared, bathing suits and trunks, whatever. So at least you can be able to have fun in the beach. And before we close, I want to say a special shout out to some sponsors and donations that were given by certain groups that has paved the way for No Youth Left Behind being in Tobago. And that will be in addition to Mr. Gordon saying Chania's Agri Processing Center. That is indeed an integral part in helping us being there. Also, a graphic solution for all your print you're needing. Cineromena, they offered us their event space so that we were able to hold our stakeholders meeting. And a big shout out to Sabi's Mini Mart, groceries and fruits and vegetables located in Stumpy's compound. She always donates the fruits and vegetables for every event that we have. So I just want to let her know that we are really appreciative of that and make sure and go out and support her business. And everyone come out on Sunday and have a great time.
Yes, have a good day.
And then even beyond Sunday. So for anybody now who wants to see what Glamorgan Youth has to offer in terms of this wonderful tourism product that you guys have up there, how can they get connected? How can they book tours?
All right. Well, it's easy. You could always follow us on Facebook, right, on Glamorgan Youth, right? Or you could contact me on 776-9193. And we'll be able to create a tour for you. You could have a hike, you could have a crab trail tour, you could just come and have fun at the beach. Take a kayak, take a bamboo raft ride. It's all up to you.
All right, great. I want to thank you both for being on with us. And and people come out and support the Glamorgan Youth. They're doing something really amazing there. And not everything is all to the east. Everything in the west, sorry.
In the west,
yes.
Right, they're bringing it to the east now.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And viewers, please don't go anywhere because we have quite a lot more coming up for you on the program. So we'll see you after the break.
I say, thanks a favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong.
You know, who would I ever believe, Jessica could take care of a child,
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you're not married?
That doesn't matter once you have a safe home and you're related to the child. You're good.
So did this give money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy all my game for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up, yes.
I will not try. Mommy, you can buy.
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you can get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakaya Malikole going on the bed.
But mommy, the boy don't even live here.
Yeah, go to your bunkers.
What? Bunkers? Where's that?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
Want to improve your child's comprehension and creative writing skills in record time for SEA? Calling Preps 3s, 4s and 5s, Sundays only, 3-hour sessions of individual attention with a qualified, trained, experienced teacher of over 35 years and an SCA examiner. Call 266-5952 or 222-2082 for further information. Ask for Ingrid. Excellent results all the time.
So your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McAl Group.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Coastal. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Inner Health, number 13B Portmore, Scarborough, Tobago, with over 25 years experience offering services in and not limited to microscopic blood analysis, reflexology, and the sale of a wide range of organic herbal products used to supplement thyroid, lymphatic, heart, kidney, and brain health, and the male and female reproductive systems. Come and chat with us. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Welcome to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates, viewers. Yes, we're in for a very long weekend this weekend. I mean, I love the long weekends, but it's a long weekend because it's Diwali weekend. And we are being joined by Mr. Govinda Ramlagan, and he is the youth coordinator for the Tobago Hindu Society. Good morning and welcome to you. How are you doing?
Good morning, Sitaram. I'm doing very well this morning. Thank you very much for having us here again.
And we're talking about Tobago's Hindu Diwali celebrations. I mean, so what's been going on in Tobago? I know you guys had a program last Saturday. So tell me about it and what's in store.
Yes, last Saturday we had our program at the mall, Lowlands Mall. We had performances such as religious songs, Indian dances, Tassa. Some of the performers were Acharya Rukmini Holas Bipat, myself, Tobago Chana, Pandit Bishraman Group, Princess Mia Bipat from Tobago, the youngest member of the society, Sanjay Sharma from India, and also our master of ceremonies was Bhima Ramlogan.
All right, great. So, I mean, you guys have been doing this for quite a long time in Tobago, several years. What's it been like, just being able to build out the Tobago Hindu Society in Tobago?
It has always been a very good experience. The Tobago public always come out to the programs. They partake in everything. Everyone unite as one. They partake in dancing, even singing. We even had pick-up band competition, which was famous on Masana Bahar. So it is very well welcome here in Tobago.
Mm-hmm. And tell me about the growth of the Hindu community in Tobago as well.
Well, we continue to grow. Members from all over. When people come from Trinidad, they also come to visit the temple site on Facebook or Facebook page. Everything is going very good.
All right. And then, I mean, you're also, of course, I don't know if people know this, but you're Tobago Chana.
Yeah.
You're known as Tobago Chana, and that's your sobriquet as a chutney artist coming from Tobago. And tell me about just yourself as well, being able to develop in that art form.
Well, I grew up into this culture, and in Signal Secondary, where I attended, I was always involved in singing calypso, chutney, soca, taking part in drama, even rhythm section. I always involved in the culture. So my band continued to grow. My music is being played all over the world, South Africa, everywhere, chutney music is being played, my music is being played, and I am proud to represent Tobago also as the chutney artist.
All right, great. Now, so tell me about, I mean, because you're a youth member of the Tobago Hindu Society, and keeping some of those traditions alive and being able to, in fact, teach it to Tobagonians, because that's quite a lot of what the Tobago Hindu Society does, you know, being able to show people about, you know, what Hinduism is and some of the traditions, especially when it comes to Diwali.
Well, being a teacher at Scarborough Secondary, I am the religious instructor for the Hindus and Muslim, and I also involve Christian students. I noticed when I went into the school, I didn't have anyone to care about that responsibility, so I took it up on myself. And we also, every year for Indian Arrival, Diwali celebration, we visit different primary schools, secondary schools, and try to share the knowledge and spread the culture. Tomorrow we are visiting Mount Grace Primary School, and today in Scarborough Secondary, we let all the students dress up in their fancy in East Indian wear, and it is a very good experience so far.
So what other activities does the Tobago Hindu Society have in Tobago this weekend as it's Diwali weekend?
Well, we are involved in the Mount Grace Community Center tomorrow. They are having a Diwali program. So we are helping out with the parasal, also have performances and lighting of diyas. So every year we try to go to a different school, a different area in Tobago. In the past, we visited Signal Secondary, everywhere we involved.
And then what's so special about Diwali?
Well, for me, Diwali deals with a lot of positive energy. It is where light over darkness, good over evil, knowledge over ignorance. And it is a really special occasion for me and all Hindus all over the world. It is a very special occasion.
And for those who are watching and just may not know what Diwali is all about, what is Diwali?
Diwali is where we celebrate our goddess, Mother Lakshmi. And everyone may see her in images such as with four arms, and they might want to know what the reason behind that. So one of the arms represents Dharma, which is righteousness. The other one represents Artha, which is achievement of wealth, Kama, desires and love, and Moksha, liberation or enlightenment. So this is the occasion where we celebrate Mother Lakshmi, and good over evil, light over darkness, and all these other positive things.
And what is the significance of lighting the diyas?
Well, lighting the diyas is where the light over darkness, and to brighten up the world, brighten up anywhere light energy is, it is very positive. So yeah.
All right, and then what about the traditions that are surrounded with the Diwali as well, other than just the lighting of the diyas?
Well, we usually fast for 21 days before Diwali, and we also offer we light our diyas, we offer dar in the morning by the jandi, and we also do pujas and invite friends and family over to celebrate with us.
All right, and then what does these things teach you? How does these help you with your personal development and even your spirituality and so on?
Well, this helped me in being a very positive person, developing all the different kind characteristics, unite everyone, and yeah, it is a very knowledgeable occasion, and it helped me as an individual to continue to grow in peace and harmony with everyone.
And then what is the message that the Tobago Hindu Society has for Tobago for this year, for these Diwali celebrations?
Well, we invite everyone to our program, and also our president, Ms. Pulwati Holas Bipat. She also is involved in the religious organizations in Tobago, and here in Tobago, all the different religious bodies come together as one. So when it's Christian events, we visit their stuff. Muslim events, we all unite as one. And currently we are constructing our temple in Signal Hill. So when that is completed, the program is going to be very massive over there.
I know, I'm personally excited to see what's going to happen. I know it's a long time coming, that temple, and it is wonderful to see that you guys have been involved in everything. You all are included, and you're part of the Tobago Society as well. So as we get ready to celebrate Diwali this weekend, what do you want Tobago to know?
Well, I like Tobago to keep the positive energy which is carried about in Diwali. And I also released a original Diwali bhajan, which was composed by my grandfather, the late Harry Holas, and I'm going to release it this morning. Before I release it, it is written in Hindi, so I like to give a meaning behind the song so people have a better understanding. The song says Diwali has come, and in every home and yard, people are lighting diyas. Coconut oils and cotton wicks are placed in the dirt diyas and they are lighted in the yards. Children and people are filled with happiness as the Divine Mother, full of wonder. Whosoever performs Devi worship is taken over the ocean of great existence.
All right, great. And we're going to end things off this morning with a special performance from Tobago Chana.
Yes,
So I guess we're going to get ready for that. So we're going to go for a break and then we're going to get into your performance. I want to thank you so much for being on with us, and a happy Diwali to you and of course to Tobago as well.
Thank you very much, Tobago Updates, for always having us here and hosting us all the time. Thank you.
All right.
Welcome to the future. The only card you will need in a new world. Digital business cards. Safe, hassle-free. The future is here. Tapicom. New generation digital transfer. Digital time clock cards. Digital attendance cards. Air tags. Customized designs. Digital clothing tags. Digital pet tags. Tapicom. The future is here. Contact us today.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना
नारियल के तेल रुई के बाती नारियल के तेल नारियल के तेल रुई के बाती माटी के दियना जले सारे अंगना माटी के दियना जले सारे अंगना बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना लड़कन और जनता के मन उंजियाला लड़कन और जनता कनौता के मन उंजियाला, माता के पूजा है सब से निराला, माता के पूजा है सबसे निराला। बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना, आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना, आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना। बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना, बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना। शुभ दिवाली to everyone. जो नर माता के पूजा करता, जो नर माता, जो नर माता के पूजा करता, भव सागर के पार उतरना, भव सागर के पार उतरना। बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना, आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना, आई है दिवाली घर घर सारे अंगना। बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना, बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना, बार मोरे जोगिया जगत पर दियना। शुभ दिवाली to everyone.